Alright, so for this lesson we're going to talk about making economic decisions. Some of the most important decisions that you're going to make over the course of your life. Some of you probably already have jobs. You make these types of decisions already, whether it's to buy more gas for your car insurance, or to go out and buy some new clothes. Okay? The decisions that you're going to have to make are only going to get harder and more complex. So hopefully this is going to give you a basis for being able to weigh all of your options and make the best decision possible. Alright? So let's talk about this. Choices involve trade-offs and opportunity costs. Trade-offs are the alternative choices people face in making an economic decisions. They're your other options. Okay? You're going to have several different options, and you're going to have to make a decision on one of them. The other things are the things that you're trading away to make that final decision. Alright? So let's say you go home tonight and you have a choice. You can either study for an economics quiz, or you can go out and have pizza with your friends. Now, 99.9% of you, I know which choice you would probably make, but you really need to look at your options. You really need to make sure that you're making the best decision possible, because there are consequences to your decisions. We'll talk about that a little more in a minute. So there's you studying, and there's you going out and having a good time and eating pizza with your friends. Alright? Let's look at the definition of opportunity cost from your book. An opportunity cost is the cost of the next best alternative among a person's choices. The opportunity cost is the money, time, or resources a person gives up or sacrifices to make his final choice. So it's what you're giving up. Once you finally make that decision, it's the things that you have given up and pushed to the side to make that final choice. Okay? What's the opportunity cost of you going out and eating pizza with your friends versus studying for an economics quiz? You'll see in just a second. I think some of you may have a good idea already. The trade-offs, the choices that you have, okay? You're always going to have a cost when you choose to do something else, all right? Those things will be there, and you decide to do something else, you're trading away that other alternative, all right? So, you go out and you have pizza with your friends tonight, you don't study for your economics quiz, but you have a great time. You come in tomorrow, you take the quiz, all right? I give it back to you, you've gotten an F on it. You've completely failed the quiz because you didn't study for it. So, your opportunity cost was a good grade on that economics quiz. So you really need to weigh your options and make the best choices possible. Okay? So let's talk about how a country makes a larger decision economically. The classic example that economists have used for years for this illustration is guns and butter. Okay? It shows a relationship talking about a country's investment in military options and a country's investment in consumer goods. Okay? You have limited resources, so you have to use those wisely. Okay? You can only invest so much in both things. You can choose to invest in only guns, no consumer goods. That doesn't really work out. You can choose to invest in only butter. Doesn't really work out. You don't have any protection, no defense. Or you can have a balance. You can select a combination of both, which is probably the best way to get your economy to work. So let's look at a little illustration here. There's your guns, there's your butter. Alright? On this chart, at point A, the country is going to produce 20 guns and 900 pounds of butter. Alright? At point B, you're going to produce 180 guns and 100 pounds of butter. Alright? Point A, you're leaning heavily towards the butter. Point B, you've got a nice mixture. Okay? So, if you're a country that is going to shift your current production at point A to the production levels for both goods at point B, you have an opportunity cost. That opportunity cost is the 800 pounds of butter that you're giving up. But I think it's a little better idea. It really balances out your economy. Countries make these decisions. Large corporations make these decisions. Small businesses make these decisions. But it comes down to you and I as individuals having to make these types of economic decisions every single day. Alright? We have to be able to look at all the options. We have to be able to make the best choices because our resources are limited. Okay? Our money is scarce. We can only get so much of it. So hopefully in having this class is going to give you some of those skills in that economic decision making, and you're going to be much better off for it.